Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Limited Addiction Podcast. My name is Frankie.
My name's Daniel. We're here to talk about all things nerdy. Once again,
we missed a week.
Yep. Unfortunately, things happen. We're computers, so, we got viruses every now and then.
I had to go out of town. It was my fault. Dan recorded the whole episode by himself, but he forgot to push record.
I did think about doing like a, hello, and welcome to a Frankie-less edition of Limited Addiction Podcast.
that becomes the #1 episode.
My name's Daniel. I'm Daniel. Man, I wonder how long people would listen to if I did do one was just doing myself, but I didn't think it'd be true to our vision. And two was going through all our old episodes and just finding you just being like,
yeah,
or no, things like that, and just put them in and not make it very obvious that it's just cut and paste. And then three was calling up our good friend Matthew McConaughey movies and just getting different things. Because that'd be fun to be like, man, I read this book and it was pretty good. And he's like, bullshit. But no. Again, man, if that had been this week, I would have had all the time in the world. Yeah. Last week, I was pretty busy last week also. But yeah, anyways, how's it going, Frankie? I haven't seen you for a while.
Yeah.
It does feel like it's been longer than 2 weeks.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So much happened in 2 weeks.
My wife.
You're married?
Asked that, and I was like, no, we only missed one. But yeah, it does seem like a really long time. Probably because so much cool stuff happened, I can't even keep it in.
And that's in this day and age, you blink your eyes and something new happens.
That's true. There's stuff I had written down for last week that by this point it's already been like, oh no, that wasn't true, or like better stuff has come out since then. So
where we want to start?
Well, we're going to give some love to the Black Licorice of DC Comics today. Not a lot, but we're going to start with them. You're the one that's supposed to support them.
I like DC.
I like Red Licorice.
I like Marvel better, but I still like DC.
Yeah, I was talking with a guy I work with today about the difference between them. And I was like, for me at least, and from what I've heard about other people who are very against DC, which, I mean, there's a lot more people who are against it a lot more than I am. I mean, I'm half doing this in jest by calling them the Black Licorice and stuff. But I think the big thing for me is Marvel takes place in real cities and stuff. So, at least from what I've gathered, talking to other people who hate DC, it's more of a connection there.
Yeah.
But
the DC, I think someone broke it down that to them, DC is gods trying to be human. So you have all these overpowered characters trying to relate to that. And Marvel's the opposite. Humans trying to be gods, kind of dealing with what do you do with that. I think now, yeah, exactly. It's more evened out now, but there was a period where I think Marvel's characters had more depth to them. I'd say, other than Batman, everyone's kind of just superpowered.
Yeah.
But yeah. But anyways, DC Camp, the news.
Yeah. So the big movie. Well, they've got two big movies coming, but the biggest one, Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice.
The movie everyone in the world will see.
It's true. No secret that there's gonna be other characters in those two in it. Specifically, the Flash, Aquaman, Wonder Woman. Have been very obvious about them. Wonder Woman they're giving a lot of love to lately. She's been the center of a lot of the ads that they've been putting out, so maybe she's going to have a bigger role than we're kind of expecting.
Yeah.
And then as far as the other two, Flash and Aquaman, they pretty much stole our Black Panther Avengers ending idea, and I'm 100% confident that they listened to us and we're like, well, that's not a bad idea, because it's rumored that Batman is going to be hacking into the LexCorp Cadmus surveillance, and then he'll see like the Flash stopping bank robbery, and specifically said blurry image of the Flash, so maybe they're not planning on casting the Flash before then.
They've got him cast the Perks of the Wallflower guy.
The good one or the bad one? Well, the main one or the brother?
The brother. The gay one.
Barry Allen?
Yeah, Barry Allen Flash too. That's the thing. You have Grant Gustin on the very successful CW show, The Flash,
which I'm starting tonight.
Yeah, he's a very established, millions of fans of that, and then all of a sudden you're going to throw in this new guy. Now, granted, the movie's got like years, so Flash will be on season 2. That's even more time, and by the time Flash gets his own movie or the Justice League thing, that'll have 3 or 4 seasons. Very confusing. I don't know what DC's doing.
Yeah,
that's one thing I don't think they're doing right.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make sense to not combine these worlds together, but then, I mean, other than Phil Coulson and Nick Fury, we haven't seen much.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got their tie-in episodes, on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
It does limit you, because the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. especially, it does feel like it's treading water sometimes, waiting for something big to happen in the movie. But, so I'd understand if you're DC not wanting to do that, but when you've established a really successful Flash, everybody across the board likes.
Then you gotta think, do you want to see the Smallville guy play Man of Steel?
I thought that's what they were going to do. Before Superman Returns, I thought all the Smallville was leading up to them. Boom. You make him he never was Superman in the show, and then all of a sudden, the movie, he's Superman. Oh, cool. That was super awesome.
Yeah. It is interesting, yeah. I didn't know he was cast though. That's pretty cool. It's a good movie. Good to see those people. They've been struggling since that movie came out, especially that girl. I mean, what has she done? Jeez.
Emma Watson?
I know, right? Who's that?
She's going to be Belle in the live-action Beauty and the Beast movie.
It's true. She just has another thriller coming out pretty soon, I think, or she just finished wrapping it up.
She's doing fine.
Man,
she's doing
Harry
fine.
Potter movies.
She's got those checks coming still.
Forever.
So, yeah.
But yeah,
that shoots on one theory. I thought maybe, for instance, that in the Batman v Superman movie, that threat they were talking about was Aquaman. Wouldn't that be crazy if he was the villain?
I would love that.
That's cool.
That'd be cool. A huge twist. I can see Marvel doing something like that with Namor, though. Which
they don't think they have the rights to Namor.
So yeah, he could either be, I guess Fox owns Fantastic Four and
I think some random one owns Namor for some reason, either Paramount or Universal.
Yeah, because he's kind of been all over.
He's a mutant. He's also an Avenger. He's also a little bit Avenger.
I believe he appeared in Fantastic Four.
No, his first appearance was he's a Golden Age character. From the late 30s, early 40s. He was in the what was Cap's team called back then?
Providence.
No, not Invaders. Maybe it was Invaders. I don't know. A World War II type team. They fought the Nazis. Bucky.
The Defenders.
No, the Defenders were the newer.
I know it's Captain America, the original Human Torch.
Yeah.
That was a cyborg.
When you do the pod, your brain goes blank. Like, if I'm just sitting in my room, this comes in. I thought it was Invaders, but
It's Invaders or Defenders. But yeah, it's basically, second you see Flash stopping a robbery, and Aquaman's gonna be in like a tank banging up against the glass or something. Which
he's gonna be angry.
Pretty funny. First appearance was Motion Picture Funnies Weekly, April 1939. So definitely far off. And Invaders.
Okay,
you're correct. But he's also in the Defenders. So, and the Cabal. And the Illuminati.
Yeah, I remember being in the Illuminati. That was cool.
And a hero for hire.
He was a hero for hire?
That's something, that's the question you should have asked me, Guy, from the email. That would have stumped me.
Do you get any more questions from the email?
Not that I paid attention to. I'm completely distracted now. Yeah.
Quit going down the rabbit hole of Wikipedia.
I forget. Yeah, I looked up, or I read an article not recently that kind of broke down the confusion between some rights and stuff. So it was weird stuff.
I saw a Venn diagram where it had everyone's head where they made it in the camp.
Yeah.
And I think Namor was off by himself.
Yeah, that would be cool. But yeah, they stole our idea, basically. Which, at least someone's using it. Josh Wheaton.
He's done.
He's off Twitter.
He's off Twitter. He's
doing off the grid.
He's just cashing those Avengers 1 and 2 checks.
Yeah, too bad. They're not number 1 anymore. I'm not supposed to talk about that for a while, but teaser. I don't know why I keep saying Twister.
Twister?
It's probably because I saw the Funko Pop that was going to talk about later of Twisty the Clown. Terrifying. But yeah, so looking forward to that movie. And Suicide Squad's the other big one coming out, which apparently is going to take place between Man of Steel and Batman vs Superman. Which one comes out first?
Batman v Superman.
Okay,
it comes out March, I believe. March or April.
Yeah, so it's interesting to put in that one out first, and then this is going to take place before it, but I'm sure it'll matter for some reason.
Yeah, I think that's a cool idea. It'll probably be self-contained and have Batman a little bit, so it'll give more background to Batman while at the same time telling a cool story. Yeah, maybe in Batman vs Superman, it would be like, man, why is Batman being such a jerk? And then you'll see Suicide Squad and be like, oh, that's why. It'll be like comics where a little box appears. Find out why Batman's a jerk. Watch the Suicide Squad movie. Like the last scene in Suicide Squad is like Joker just like curve stomping Robin, and then he's like, "Hear about this guy named Superman? I think you need to go deal with him instead. Leave me to my people." But yeah, to the small screen, Suicide Squad, the TV show. No, it's in the Arrow show. Is it? Yeah. That's neat. I'm starting that one tomorrow. Yeah, they were gonna do something with Harley Quinn, but then the DC execs came down like, "Yeah, you can't do anything with Harley Quinn." You saw in one episode, you saw the back of her head. It's like, haha, Mr. J. She was in there, but then DC's like, no, we're gonna use her. You can't have him show. That's probably a good move on their part. But yeah, Supergirl is the small screen. Dean Cain of a TV show. I guess it was on while we were alive. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid. No, it was like. I mean, we were alive for it. Yeah. Mid or early '90s, I remember it flipping it. Yeah, my mom was a huge fan of it. I never could get into it because I was a kid and you barely saw him as Superman. It was mostly just a love drama. Yeah, I met the guy once. He's a jerk. Is he? Yeah, he is not a friend of this podcast. What did he do to you? I was at the con and I didn't want his autograph because I mean he means nothing to me. I thought about getting it for my mom, but she was like no. But she's not big on autographs like us. But I was like, hey man, my mom watched your show. She thought you were pretty cool. And he was like, oh, thanks, buddy. What do you want? And I was like, no, I just wanted to tell you that. He's like, well, keep moving then. Really? Yeah. Wow. I mean, it had been like a full day for him, I'm sure. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But yeah, he's a jerk. He's not Matthew McConaughey. Wow, that is kind of jerk. Like it was like that was like a week before the whole like he hates gay people thing came out. Dean Cain hates gay people? Wasn't that something? The Orson Scott Card guy who was writing a Superman story at the time came out that he hates gays, but that's the only hating of gays correlated with Superman that I can think of off the top of my head. Well, I'll fact check it. And I don't I don't doubt you. I just never heard it. Yeah. Dean Cain hates gays. You heard it first, everyone. Unless we're completely wrong and we get sued. No, we can't get sued. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and sue me for my $0. But yeah, I remember tried to watch that show as a kid, but if you're a kid, there's not much for you. Yeah. But for us, he's going to be playing Supergirl's adopted father, which is going to be pretty neat. Yeah. Full circle. He was on an episode of Comic Book Men. He seemed nice on that. They had Superman's birthday party. Oh, nope. Exact opposite. He's for the gays. I was just going to say, if you're going to be in Hollywood and you're against the gays, yeah, you're not going to work. Sorry about that, Dean Cain. Yeah. So I guess the article I saw was probably somebody who was like, can't believe Dean Cain's for the gays. The big thing was the Orson Scott Card thing, because he legitimately is anti-gays, and he was writing a Superman thing. Plus, maybe that's where I got confused. I was reading that article, but I saw Dean Cain's name. I was like, oh, wow, Dean Cain hates gay people. No wonder he was a jerk. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, yeah, so he's going to be in that TV show. It'll be funny. I'm sure he'll try to do some, like, I wore a cape once. Let me give you some advice. Yeah, that's cool. I like that, because in the Flash show, the guy who was Flash in the 90s show, he's Barry Allen's dad.
That's neat.
Yeah, so it's neat.
That's pretty neat.
Very neat.
I didn't know that. Did not know that.
Don't watch the show.
Starting tonight though, so everyone fall in love. Other news that it's a good thing we didn't have a cast last week because we would have reported this and it would have been incorrect. But last week was buzzing with Hawkgirl getting her own spinoff as well.
I heard none of this.
Like CW needs to calm down. You know, how many DC shows do you really need? Apparently a lot. I was looking at some stuff. But yeah,
at least 3, the animated one.
A couple of days ago, the actress who's going to be playing Hawkeye like smashed it on Twitter. It's just like, sorry to disappoint, but not yet. Maybe someday. But yeah, I was looking to. I was trying to figure out what day Legends of Tomorrow is going to be on. Didn't find any luck on that one, but I found this list of like current TV shows and ones that have been ordered. Apparently, Static Shock has been ordered.
Really?
Yeah.
A whole series have been, or a pilot's been ordered.
Pilot.
Okay.
So it's like Jaden Smith. That was more than just somebody throwing his name out there. So that'll be interesting. I mean, it's a very small pocket of the DC universe, but it's got a lot of followings and it's always used some.
I think Static Shock. I don't know a lot about this character, but he lived in this different universe where the DC heroes were comic books, and then he read them, and then something happened, and they bled the universes. I mean, very comic book fashion.
Yeah, I know on the show at one point, Batman Beyond and him did a crossover on the cartoon.
Yeah.
But yeah, then when they launched the New 52, which, yeah, I guess it must have been part of the Infinite Crisis that brought them together, maybe. Or Flashpoint, which one happened right before 52.
Flashpoint did, but I thought he was in the universe before then.
52, he got like a 9 or 12 issue run, so I picked it up the first issue. Nothing else. Picked up a lot of first issues.
You're a speculator.
I was there for the money.
Yeah, so it's worth it. That's what I did too. And I had a lot of those comics, and it was like quadrupled for tenfold. Some of them.
There you go. That's why I do it.
Get a Batman #1 from New 52. That's at least $40.
Yeah.
At least.
That's all I got for DC.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else, but yeah, that's not.
Yeah, so Marvel.
A lot of stuff.
Big
Marvel.
screen. Yeah. We'll start with the Ant-Man. Getting pretty cool. Getting pretty close to the movie.
Yeah.
We're a few weeks away.
July 17th.
So about 2, 3.
I'm still waiting on my Marvel box. Ant-Man theme.
Yeah, I'm gonna steal it. That's why I haven't gotten it.
Ah.
I stole it. But they've been putting out, TV spot after TV spot ever as many as Jurassic World's been getting, or got, or they're done with them. Yeah, they're pretty cool. They did a Father's Day one. That was just special for that one. It was pretty funny where they've shown the scene before where he's got the Ant-Man suit on, but his mask's on. He's like, why don't you pick on someone your own size? And it always cuts to them fighting on the toy train. But in this one, Yellow Jacket had his daughter. And he was like, Daddy, is that you? He's like, hi, Peanut. And then they went to fighting, so that was pretty cute. Hopefully it's in the movie. I'm sure it'll be a nice tension breaker. But she seemed like she's going to be pretty funny. They showed some other clips of her.
She's going to be Stature someday.
That would be crazy if they kept that actress.
Yeah. Then all of a sudden
I think it could be like the Chronicles of Narnia actors and actresses where like they were cute as kids, but then like by the second movie you're like, oh. Tough choice.
Oh. Yikes.
Yeah.
No.
I
can't judge people like that. That was pretty mean.
And then they also put out these, I thought they were really cool. They were print ads. But it was like, you saw enough to know it was like Iron Man or Captain America or Thor. But then they put Ant-Man on their shoulder. Like he was there all the time.
Maybe they're going to do that. Like, oh, Ant-Man was an original Avenger. You just didn't see it. And then all the Ant-Man movie we've seen is just not really what they shot. It's just them putting him on like Thor's hand, like, put him on Hawkeye's arrow, like, I'm going to get you, Ultron.
That'd be pretty cool.
I wish.
Yeah,
That's nothing.
The other news for it was Jeanette Van Dyne. Janet Van Dyne is going to be in the movie. The exact quote was, and they couldn't say more because everything she's featured in is a spoiler, apparently. They didn't use the word wasp, though. They were very careful not to, I guess is the word I want to use.
I have a theory. I think.
Go for it.
Okay, so it's already been established that Hank Pym earlier fought crime.
Yes.
He has a daughter in the show, the movie, Hope Van Dyne. So I think my theory, it may not be that sound of one, was during his day of being Ant-Man, he had a partner, the Wasp. Whether or not she shrunk or just was super awesome with crime fighting, that was just her name. She got pregnant, had some falling out. That's why the daughter kept her name Van Dyne rather than being Hope Pym.
That makes sense. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. So I think she was a crime fighter known as the Wasp back in whatever era Hank Pym was, Ant-Man, 60s or 70s.
Yeah.
I hope it's super campy too, like Silver Age kind of like what they did with the Watchmen.
Yeah, I think they were kind of hinting that whatever happened to her is the reason he stopped.
Oh, maybe she died. No, then her name wouldn't have been. We'll see. We only gotta wait like less than a month.
With our luck, we'll wait even longer.
No, I'm seeing that movie. I already took that weekend off.
There you go. So yeah, be pretty cool. It's gonna get exciting. I'm sure we'll just see cooler stuff as it goes on. They eat waffles in one scene. I saw a picture.
The waffle?
Yeah, they were like, Hellboy can keep their pancakes. We'll eat waffles. So I was like, all right, I don't know what they have against Hellboy, but I'm with waffles too. Not a big fan of pancakes.
I live in a world where I can eat both.
I don't. Civil War. Not a lot there. The Ant-Man director apparently has been working with him on Ant-Man's part. He's become very protective of the character, is what he said. So
he's very protective of some other guy's thing.
So he's like, apparently there's been like parts where he's just like, oh, well, that's not something he would do. So they had to go back and rewrite it or something. Oh, I'm like, dang, how'd you get that much power over a movie like Ant-Man? You know, but the bigger news of it is Ronnie Downey Jr. has said that the Hulk is going to be in the movie, to which Mark Ruffalo was like, I haven't gotten the call or a script, but if he says I'm in the movie, I'm in the movie.
Well, Thunderbolt Ross is going to be in it. What if we have a Hulk vs. Red Hulk battle?
So that kind of goes, I didn't think about them, but I was thinking maybe there's just going to be B footage of it, but it would be cool if like Thunderbolt is on the like register side, and then he's using the Hulk as a sighting.
Yeah.
My other theory is the Hulk's going to be in the movie, but not Raphael.
Yeah, that could very well be.
Because you don't really need the guy to have the Hulk. Because, well, yeah, he doesn't even voice the Hulk. It's Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. That puny god thing sounded a lot like Mark Ruffalo when he said puny god. But yeah, I heard that too. That
I know at least the first Avengers it was Ferrigno.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. But yeah, that's a very sound. Just like our theory with Spider-Man, they didn't have to cast the actor, just put a stunt double, but they did cast the actor.
They did, and you called it from day one.
Did. That was Brits.
Pretty impressive. Yeah, your boy Butterfinger did not get it.
I only liked him because of his name, but I if I'm a casting director, which I am, I always go with British guys or girls because you know why? Look, hear me out. They invented English.
Brits can do English accents, but not all Americans. Oh, Brits can do English accents. It's their natural tongue.
They just talk normal.
Brits can do American accents, but not all Americans can do British accents.
Sometimes British people can't. Like, that's a hamburger. You want a hamburger and fries.
Yeah, sometimes they put it way too much. We're like, well, howdy, y'all. It's like, well, that's not all. It's not all Americans.
But just like when we do British accents, we only default to either Liverpool or Cockney, but they're the same thing, different regions. Like, hello there, I'm from Liverpool. I
go high royal family.
Yeah, there's the proper Windsor. Okay. Hey, everybody.
Man, you know a lot about the British languages.
There's the Cockney and the everybody.
Yeah, Cockney's my favorite.
Well, my saxophone teacher is British, so.
So I thought you learned the British accents instead.
You know, like towards the end of my saxophone lessons, it became less about playing saxophone and more like, let's just talk. Like, oh, we talked for a whole hour.
Makes sense. But yeah, speaking of the Hulk, they were talking about how long do we have to wait for a single solo Hulk movie, and apparently there is a little hiccup where Universal still has the right of first refusal, which has to do with their distributing rights from back in the Edward Norton version of it.
Yeah, because in 2008, Disney had not bought Marvel yet, so Marvel produced the movie, but Universal distributed or something like that. So they're like, hey, we want to make it again, or some corporate lingo, but that's why we're not getting a sequel to it. But in actuality, I don't think a Hulk movie really works. I think he serves best as a supporting character.
Yeah. See, that's where we talked about Joe Fixon maybe before. If X-Men ever came back to Marvel, it would be cool to do a Joe Fixon because you could have Patches in there also.
Patches, some obscure.
It's Wolverine's alter ego in Vegas in Japan. He wears an eye patch.
Oh, okay.
There's a very iconic cover of Joe Fixon and Patches.
I remember seeing pictures of Patches. Was that the era where his hair was just ridiculous?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Oh, the 90s.
That's all. That's back when all your disguise needed was an eye patch, and they're like, "Whoa, where'd Logan go?"
Whoa.
I'm right here, buddy. He also became British.
Right here. They call me over.
But yeah, so doesn't sound like any Hulk movie is in the works right now, but there's nothing really stopping them from it other than, like you're saying, maybe they agree with you. It's not ready.
The right story hasn't been written. I don't think.
I think we're writing it.
We're writing it?
Yeah.
I would write
He's going to do a podcast.
I would write. Okay. They made me write a Hulk movie. It'd be terrible.
It's Hulk and Hawkeye doing movies.
It would just be eye candy. I would make him fight Red Hulk. I'd invent Yellow Hulk. I'd invent Purple Hulk. It'd
be Candy Crush, but with Hulks.
Like, well, Frankie, why'd you make Rainbow Hulks? I just wanted to see him fight. There's no story. Okay.
They become Compound Hulk.
Opening scene. Hulk's just in the woods. Then all of a sudden, Red Hulk appears. And they just fight for 40 minutes. And then they're just both on the ground bloody. And then Yellow Hulk shows up. And they look at each other, team up.
There you go. They could do a Hulk's movie after they've introduced Red Hulk and She-Hulk.
The movie's just
She-Hulk
called Hulks.
and Dr. Samson and K-Bomb and Abomination and
Rick Jones.
K-Bomb.
Yeah, there's
Star.
Who else we got?
What's the She-Devil? Not the She-Devil, but the Savage She-Hulk. Her name's escaping me. But yeah.
2.5 hours of just fighting.
But back to Iron Man. Frankie, I read an article. I will refrain from saying what was in that article. What do you think Marvel is going to do when Robert Downey Jr. is done playing Iron Man?
Yeah, so what do? You're Marvel. You have an actor that even if he wants to continue on, he's getting older. So you have a couple choices. You kill him. That's a choice. Sacrifices his legacy, but you kind of have to always do that because then Chris Evans is going to face the same thing. They could pull a 1996 where some really convoluted way they recast him younger. That's the other option. Even if just recast, make it James Bond. What?
So you're pretty dead on to the article so far. It's fun.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't read this article. What did the article say? What was I right about?
Well, I'll deal with him dying first. He's contracted to do Avengers 3. Mm-hmm. But that was contracted as one movie, which is now 2 movies. So a lot of people think he is going to die or walk away at the end of the first part.
He walked away at the end of Avengers 2.
Exactly. So yeah, probably leaning more towards the death part.
That would suck though, because I don't want him to die, but I get why they would have to.
And then with that dying part, which I think it could also be done without him dying, just if he's like, I'm done, is passing the mantle on to War Machine.
Yeah.
And then there was a theory of...
Which they kind of have done.
I mean, yeah, he definitely played a huge role in Avengers 2 that no one expected.
And now he's in the Avengers.
Yep.
The end.
The new Avengers.
Roll call.
Part 4.
Well, what else did they say?
The other one was the Time Stone somehow reverts him into a teenager.
Yeah, 1996 or whatever that era was.
Or younger. And one of the names that was thrown out was, also has 3 names. Joseph
Gordon-Levitt?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Playing him.
He'd be good.
I like him.
But he's going to do the Neil Gaiman Sandman movie.
Yeah.
So, and he was kind of Robin. Kinda.
So when it works for you, he's Robin. But when it doesn't, he's not. I see how it is.
So your name is Robin? Yeah, it just makes my head hurt.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned Chris Evans too, because they kind of talked about that. Because yeah, eventually he's gonna get too old for it, but he already has 3 replacements built in.
He does.
In the comics and in the movies. Well,
so we got Bucky Barnes, we got Falcon.
Yeah, there's the guy I missed.
Bucky Barnes, Falcon.
U.S. Agent.
Oh, John Walker.
Yeah, but she's not in the movies yet. But yeah, you've already got 2 built into the movies. So
they got to do Bucky Barnes or Falcon.
I mean,
John Walker, whatever his name is, just basically Steve Rogers again. Yeah. Another white dude. Well, Bucky Barnes is a white dude.
Yeah, but he's the Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier.
That would be cool to see him pick up the shield at the end of one of the movies. Yeah, I mean, it's coming eventually, like you said, with all of them. I mean, even Thor, they're like, well, there's plenty of other Asgardians. But I mean, I think Thor, they'll just let... I could see them... That's the problem, they did all their big guys, which of course they had to, or else they wouldn't be where they are now.
Well, we got the younger Spider-Man coming. Let's put the whole thing on his shoulders.
Yeah, that's true. They are going to have him.
Don't suck, kid.
You got the Inhumans, which hopefully for them that's a huge hit. Because I mean, they've got 3 years to make them popular. So
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. are trying. Yeah, trying on that show.
Between that and the comic, they're trying. We'll leave it at that.
You guys like mutants? Well,
I mean, it might just be, we don't see a Thor, Iron Man, Captain America for 10 years, and then they start over,
Or they just replace them. Like, it sucks, and it'd be really weird, especially, I hate when they do that, because they've done it with War Machine, Don Cheadle, from Terrence Howard. They just replace them, just keep
Edward
going.
Norton to Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, they just do it. You're like, it's weird. But, I mean, my example is James Bond. You just keep going.
True. Yeah, no one seems to have a problem with that. Everyone has their favorites. That would be interesting.
It would be, just all of a sudden.
Or we just figure out how to stop aging.
Yeah.
It's not that hard science, people. Yeah, it's going to be interesting when those times come around. Hopefully we won't see it.
We will see it.
Hopefully we will.
Unless the superhero bubble bursts and everyone's just tired instantly. No more of these movies.
They'll just be like, oh, well, we're too old to play them. We're done making movies. Enjoy watching them on FX. It's just the home of the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting stuff. Speaking of people getting old and quitting their roles, Wolverine 3.
Yep.
To sad news, is not looking like it's going to be Old Man Logan.
Yeah, and I understand why they wouldn't.
Yeah, we were kind of talking about it earlier. It's got way heavy on characters that they don't have the rights to, and it is kind of far out there to just jump to that.
Because they've already established in the present or future, everything's fine. So we go even farther. It was only fine for a little bit. As soon as end of Days of Future Past, that really nice thing? Well, the next day everything sucked again. That guy's won.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't said anything. They've said they don't know what the third movie's going to be.
What do you make it?
I mean, I'm happy. That's what I was just thinking. I was like, because unless they're going with recasting and just going to get right back into it, I mean, they could very well recast somebody younger, you know, and then just take it way far back, do Origins, something like that, so it gives you time for him to get older, and then by that point, people are like, oh, well, I guess it makes sense he's Wolverine now. You know,
Yeah.
hopefully he turns into looking, or you find a Hugh Jackman look-alike that's a couple years younger. You know, I would like him. I'm too tall to be
You're
Wolverine.
way too tall.
Yeah, I'll be Colossus instead.
You're not buff. You're not muscular enough.
Man, a guy I work with was so mad that Channing Tatum's playing Gambit.
Really?
X-Men, yeah. It just makes him so mad every day.
Why?
I don't know. Probably because he's, you know, it's his favorite X-Men, and Channing Tatum's not his favorite actor, I'm sure.
Oh man, it reminded me to talk about the world's worst superhero ever.
Alright. Toxic Avenger?
No, Toxic Avenger is not a superhero. It's the worst Marvel character ever.
Go for it.
I was watching YouTube and this popped up. His name was Combo Man. You need to look up what the picture of Combo Man is. So I guess in the 90s, they did a promotion with Combos, the food. This
Love it already.
This character was this teenage guy, like, and he was studying late in school, and he had a bunch of comic books in his bag, and Aim Shoulders popped up, and they shot him or something. And he fused with all these different characters. So each layer of him, starting from the top of his head, the reason why I wanted to wait, because so I can list all these, I think I can do it off the top of my head. There we go.
Off the top of your head?
The top of his head is the Incredible Hulk. And it doesn't make sense because Incredible Hulk's huge, but his head's proportional. Then we have Cyclops' visor.
Yep.
So he can shoot. By the way, he has all these powers.
So it's what Deadpool was supposed to be in the Wolverine movie.
So I don't know if I can make you see this, listeners, but if you're thinking...
Well, listeners, we put it up last night on our Instagram.
Okay.
So frankly done.
But if for some reason you don't have access to that, the most ridiculous thing you're thinking in your head, that's it. Literally just chop. Okay, so Cyclops visor, so you can shoot lasers. Then we kind of have Iron Man's lower nose face. So, and then we go to Magneto's shoulders and lower jaw. And then for some reason, we have the Punisher's upper chest. Now, why would you need Punisher? He's just a normal dude. And for one, you're leaving your chest exposed.
Got a good chest.
Then below that, another, you can argue not superpowered, Captain America. But look how it makes that look like the skull has a weird nose because the flag's there.
It does look like his shirt's just like lifting himself up to show Power Man's abs.
And then this part right here, it looks like it's Wolverine, but it's not. It's Sabretooth.
Oh.
Yeah. And then below that looks like Daredevil, but it's not. It's Carnage. He's got Carnage elbows. Then below that is 90s Daredevil from where he's wearing that black.
Yeah.
And then his hands are Spider-Man's shooters. Oh, it's not over. Then his lower part, I didn't know what that was. No one knows, because it's this weird character from the 90s named Sentry. Not Sentry,
your favorite.
As in somebody that watches something. Sentry as in 100 years, with a C. Then his knees, Johnny Storm's Human Torch knees. Then we have Silver Surfer calves, and then Gambit's feet.
That's awesome.
This is the worst character ever. Best character ever. Oh, it's done right here. Am I missing one? No? I think I got them all. They ran this contest back then. Also, fit a custom toy. I want this toy.
That's the most ridiculous toy I've ever seen.
Oh my gosh. So yeah. You gotta check the Instagram for this picture, because he's the worst, best hero ever. Combo Man.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Oh, but so, the way he turns into Combo Man is he eats combos. Just the normal guy.
Call me Combo Man. That's awesome. I love how, in the world of superheroes. He was reading comics about said superheroes.
So yeah, the dude was explaining that it's not really talked about anymore, but in the Marvel universe, they still publish comic books, but they're not fiction. They're just like historic books. Like, oh, this
That makes sense, yeah, because you've had people having Captain America sign his books
yeah.
before.
So, because I guess certain times heroes have ran into writers like Jack Kirby, well, he's an artist, but Stan Lee.
Yeah, they're in them all the time.
Yeah, so they've run into him. So, but yeah, that little gem I was stumbling upon YouTube. What is this?
What is this?
What is this? Oh, the 90s.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, back to Wolverine. I don't know what you do for it. So I feel like you have to have something that makes Wolverine walk away.
Yeah, he fights Combo Man.
I don't think they have the rights to half his body.
I'm done. Sink, he puts him in.
Already fought Combo Man.
I'm done. Oh yeah, Deadpool is kind of like Combo Man.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I want to go for like they introduced his son, Dakin,
or alternate universe. His name like John.
yeah, John Howlett. Because that'd be cool. Because then you could cast a younger person to play Dakin, or even X-23, and then they could carry on the mantle.
Yeah.
In the movies, and then where Wolverine would have been, you've got these two. So I would actually like to see X-23. I'm gonna write them a letter.
I'll mention it at the next meeting.
Thanks, buddy. I thought you went to the Marvel meetings, not the Fox meetings.
I don't go to any meetings. I'm invited to all of them.
Speaking of meetings, we touched on a little bit before. Spider-Man was cast.
He was.
Tom Hollandaise sauce.
Get some hollandaise sauce up in here.
Yeah, I went back and listened because I wasn't sure. But yeah, that's crazy that you called it on our very first podcast. Like, it's down to 5 people. I listened to them. You didn't know who any of them were. You were like, which one's British? It was Tom Hollanday. And there you go. He is. Yeah, it's been crazy with the news lately. It seems like every time I opened an article, it was like down to 2 people, and it was like 2 new people, But Butterfield and Holland always kind of hung around.
I just like
Holland?
Yeah, Holland. I like both their names because I can turn them into kind of a food reference. Hollandaise sauce.
Butterfinger.
Can't believe it's not Butterfield. Now we can say that. I can't believe it's not Butterfield.
Oh, that would be fun. Sure.
Hollandaise
sauce.
Write
that down. That's gonna be our next T-shirt.
I can't believe it's not Butterfield. Hollandaise.
Yeah, one person that really threw me for a loop, I didn't even know he was in the running, was Carl Grimes, Chandler Riggs. He tweeted and he was like, "Guess I'm not gonna be Spider-Man. Good luck, everyone." Which I didn't know he was even in the running. That would have been kind of funny. But
That would have been.
The kid's got his hands full. He doesn't need to be. I mean, I understand him wanting to get into movies instead, but
yeah,
he's got his hands full.
Yeah.
But Tom Holland did just put up a bunch of videos on Instagram of him doing like backflips and stuff. And it was like, this is why I should be Spider-Man. So I guess it worked.
Even though the kid's like 10 years younger than us. Weird to think about, huh?
Nope. He's our best friend.
He's our best friend? Okay. No, I'm for him.
I haven't seen anything he's in. So.
Spider-Man's my favorite hero. It sometimes goes back and forth to me Batman, and it doesn't. I'm not up in arms. Some people are up in arms, and I think we'll talk about it later next, about it just, they're casting a white, straight Peter Parker.
Yeah. Yeah, Holland did just finish a movie with Thor, so.
Really?
I don't remember what it's called. It's bad musing for me.
Oh.
But yeah, so it's not like he's new to the Marvel family. But yeah, Sony documents got leaked that it was basically like, okay, Marvel, you're in charge, but Spider-Man has to be white and straight.
Yeah, he has certain criteria, like he cannot kill unless he's defending him.
Like, yeah, it's his final choice.
His final choice. He can't be seen smoking. He can't have sex unless he's over 16, and he can't have sex with someone under 16. Like, just normal.
Can't be drinking.
Can't be drinking. No, he can't sell drugs. It's just kind of just rules they have. People are up in arms, but I'm betting that pretty much every established character kind of has this somewhere. These leaks were leaks for a reason. They weren't supposed to come out. But they were kind of up in arms because one of the stipulations was he has to be white. He has to be Peter Benjamin Parker, Uncle Ben, raised by his uncle and aunt, and he has to be straight unless, and they put this caveat in there, his comic counterpart is gay. So they're just saying like, hey, we just want him straight. Let's Marvel the comic books decide.
Which we've seen them do recently.
I
guess we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out for sure. But yeah, people were kind of up in arms. I get wanting to see Miles Morales, but Miles Morales, in the grand scheme of things, how long has he been around? Like 6-7 years, if that.
Even been that,
Yeah.
I mean,
and like all of a sudden, this call for Spider-Gwen, she's been around maybe a year. Like, let's do Peter Parker right. Let's get him. I know they've had chances.
Man. Yeah. Sorry, I'm thinking. I saw an article about the writer leaving Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
And I was like, after 5 years, I was like, it's been for 5 years?
Wow.
I'm still saying that one's a typo. Maybe they were working on Miss Marvel before, and then that just switched over to Captain Marvel.
No, Kelly Sue took it over when it was Captain Marvel.
No way, it's been 5 years since that came out. But I mean, that's neither here nor there. But yeah. I just felt old.
We are
old. Miles Morales is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you. Not only I agree with you, but Stan the Man
Stan the Man
agreed with you as well when you were talking to him the other day.
We both didn't go to the meeting. We sat in the lobby like I always do.
Like he always does. I've seen him. He doesn't need to go to meetings. He knows what's up. But yeah, he was like, he's got no problem with Spider-Man being black, Latino, Indian. I think he specifically said those races, but that's the point. He doesn't care. And he was like, but, you know, Peter Parker's white. It's going to be Peter Parker. It should be white.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I encourage the new people to be, like, it's a different world. The world needs more gay superheroes. I'm encouraging them, but character's already straight. There's no reason to just turn him gay.
Yeah, or turn him black, or do.
And Brian Michael Bendis was like, what?
But
I thought you liked it.
I am not against gay people. I'm not against minorities. I am half minority myself. It's just we don't need to. I'm about these meetings. They don't need to change a character for the sake of changing. Get some headlines. That's laziness in my opinion. Let's write a good established character. Let's give them something instead of taking away someone else's groundwork.
Yeah, because I mean, even with Human Torch, with Michael B. Jordan. I don't think it was like, let's go out there and find the black Human Torch. I think it was he was the best person for the role, so they did it.
No, I think the director had worked with him before. He's a good actor. Like, let's put my friend in this movie.
Let's make him watch it anyways.
Yeah. I'm not so up in arms. People were up in arms, like getting their internet pitchforks.
I mean, I want to throw hate at us as much as I can with the black licorice and stuff, but I mean, yeah, the world we're living in, it's like, yeah, established characters can't be established characters anymore because it's like, but then at the other end, when you have Iceman all of a sudden become gay, you have the same people up in arms of like, we can't just decide to be gay one day.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, technically you can. I mean, maybe not on the inside, but publicly you can decide to be gay.
Louis C.K. He had this bit. He's like, spend the first 40 straight. Then we'll do the back 40 gay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying you can just snap your fingers and change who you are, you know, but as far as publicly, you can. It's your choice to.
Yeah, you can just change it on Facebook and say, seeking women to seeking men.
I mean, I on Facebook just changed that I was married.
Yeah.
So
that's news to me.
It was official, legally and everything. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, I don't know. I'm with Stan. I'm with you.
Let's do some
Peter. I hope
Peter.
this gets us some hate.
Let's do Peter right. Let's get this kid.
Yeah, I'm all for a Spider-Verse movie. All for
goodness.
Miles Morales.
Yeah, we can bring Miles Morales in. I like the character Miles Morales. He's very cool. The way it was done was great. Everything about it's good. We just don't need to force that down everyone's throat right now.
Yeah, we need a foundation.
A future foundation.
It's like I tell my kids.
Kids you don't have?
I don't have kids. you wouldn't build a house on a bad foundation.
Yeah.
So
it's a house built in sand.
Should stop building houses on Miles Morales.
Stop building.
Miles Morales is coming back after Secret Wars, so
of course he's really popular.
Yeah. But they're both going to be there too. So
I'm
let's
down.
make Miles Morales gay.
Yeah.
Just throw it all on him.
Make him. He's
the weight of the world on his shoulders. No, best of luck, Hollandaise Sauce.
Yep. We got our support, Hollandaise Sauce.
See you at the next meeting. We'll discuss tactics, like your flippies. They're pretty cool. Butterfield, you're still our friend. Maybe next time. Let's do the next podcast. Let's find some rules for Butterfield.
We can be Miles Morales. What if they make Miles Morales white?
Oh, the vulgar language storm that would come out of that one.
I'm gonna make a campaign to make Miles Morales white. That
would be terrible.
The internet pitchforks will come after
me. Oh my
me.
gosh! All right, Jurassic World. That's what that reaction would be like from people in Jurassic World. I didn't see it.
I haven't seen it either.
Frankie didn't see it.
We're the only ones who haven't seen it.
But you know who did see it, other than billions of people? Our good friend Ben, over at the Real Movies blogspot.com. And just for clarification, real as in a movie reel, which is REEL, had that question. Although the Real Movies blog would be really cool too.
Let's make that.
One.
Yeah,
we're stealing your stuff, Ben. But no, he watched it. He liked it. He loved it. I don't know if he loved it. I didn't talk to him. I read his article though, but it's up on our website, franklydone.com, along with his review of Inside Out.
I want to see that.
Also a great movie. But like we've said in the past, he knows what he's doing, so head over to the Real Movies blog.blogspot.com. Check out all his movie reviews. Just because we don't put it on our website doesn't mean you aren't going to watch it. I know he's got one up for Spy. We didn't put on ours. He's got some other great movies that have come out recently up there. So, yeah, definitely, if you're on the fence about seeing a movie, it's great advice. Whether you see it or not, his grading system's great. I really like it. It's a lot better than when I grade movies with my see it in theaters, buy it on DVD, or wait for Black Friday.
Yeah.
Or rent it.
Either buy it, rent it, or...
I see it, I buy it, or rent it. Because there's some movies I'm like, alright, I know I'm going to buy this, so I don't go see it in the theater. So I'm like, I'm not going to give them $10 and then give them another $20. But then there's some movies, and I'm like, well, let's go see it. And I'm like, I would buy that on Black Friday. Tusk should have been one of those.
I told you. I watched that movie in theaters.
Yeah, I kind of wish we had this podcast when that came out. That would have been fun to talk about. We could.
Go back in time.
Yeah, we'll have to record some B footage just in case we miss a week, and we'll just put up our Tusk reviews. So everyone's homework is for July. Go watch Tusk. We'll do August, we're doing Fantastic Four preview.
Yeah.
So, let's say third week of August. Watch Tusk by then. We'll talk about it then. Hopefully we'll remember.
We won't.
We won't at all. I'm writing it down though. I don't even know what the third week of August is. But yeah, Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park killed it too.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Killed a lot of characters. But Jurassic World killed every record, it seems like. You can touch.
I even bought the collector's edition before, like hoping I'm gonna watch these and I'm gonna go see the movie. But I didn't.
Oh, of Jurassic. Oh,
yeah, we spoke about it.
We
spoke about it like the next day. Amazon's like, lightning deal or deal of the day.
You know why? Because they listen to our podcast too.
It must be. Like, it was right at the price. I'm like, I will pay this for this.
Yeah, I believe I put it up on our Twitter.
I will pay. This is the price. I will pay for this.
Yeah, that statue's so cool.
It is.
I love it.
I thought it was bigger because
it's the exact size. I remember it. I love every bit of it.
No, it's cool. It's definitely on my shelf next time.
The only thing I'm mad about is the digital copy. Then it expired in like 2012. I was pretty mad about that. I love digital copies. Alright, I'm done writing. So.
Good.
Alright, but yeah, Jurassic World. Hopefully, I might see it tomorrow. And, $5 movie Wednesdays. Got time to kill.
I'm gonna buy that movie, so if I have it, I might see Inside Out. I don't know.
I might see both and then talk about them both to myself. But yeah, I wish we saw it so we could talk more about it. But hey, we talked about Twitter, so at the Frankly Done, tweet us.
Tweets.
Tell us what you thought of the movie. Tell us if we should see it or just buy it.
Or tell us we're stupid.
Don't tell us we're stupid.
No.
Don't hurt my feelings.
Oh.
We tell them they're stupid, not the other way around.
Behind their backs.
Alright, Combo Man is a fish. I don't even know what to say about Combo Man. I'm just, oh wait, no, I'm posting to my personal account.
Nope.
If you listen back to one of our previous ones, you can find that information.
Yep. But
yeah, Jurassic World, which we could talk about. Tweet us, let us know what you thought about it, and we'll get back to you on ours.
Or we won't.
Head over to Toys, Frankie. It's that time of the year. Comic-Con coming around.
So we already talked about
a lot of exclusives.
The Marvel Legends Doctor Strange set.
Yes,
we talked about it before. And so I thought that was it. And traditionally, last however many years, one set. But all of a sudden, they're doing another Marvel Legends set, same year. It's an Ant-Man / Giant Man set. You've got both Hank Pym and Scott Lang in various sizes, from super, super duper tiny to, I believe, over 12 inches, all in the same toy, or the same box. I want this thing. Because coming soon, and it's already hit some retail, so people have there's reviews online. The Ant-Man Marvel Legends wave is out with the Ultron Build-A-Figure. I've pre-ordered it. Hasn't come yet for me, but I'll be getting it unless I all of a sudden run out of money. Happens a lot. So I'll need that Giant Man from that set because it has a normal sized Giant Man. So that's San Diego Comic-Con taking all my money like every year, if I can even get it. I told you we spoke what happened last time. I was at work and I missed it.
It's true. The other thing that they're doing is I thought it was an infinite size of Ant-Man, but we realized when we were looking at the picture, it's literally an action figure the size of a matchbook.
Yeah, it's super cool. It's only $10 too.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try and get that guy.
I'll try and get him too.
I'm gonna try and get him first.
Good. So I'm gonna get him and then open him.
I'm gonna get him and eat him.
You could.
And then I'll tell him I ate him and ask for my money back. So it wasn't very good. Totally. Well, the craziest part about that set you're talking about, the Ant-Man set, is they just put out a HeroClix that's the exact same set, just HeroClix, which I think at least half of it were just reboxed. I've got the Giant Man and the Ant-Man. It's just a disc. There's nothing on it. That's the deal. It's so small you can't see anything.
That's funny.
But then it's got the Hank Pym's normal size and Glass just slightly larger, and they have a normal size Ant-Man as well. It's pretty cool, but since I already had half of it, passed on it. About $50.
But my display, I want like a really big Giant Man and get different size ones. So he's shrinking all the way down to Ant-Man.
So you might have Black Goliath for $60.
What are we gonna do with Black Goliath?
Can't quite.
The internet pitchforks will come after me.
Take the Ragnarok out of it. You can do something else with that. Yeah, I sold my Frost Giant a couple weeks ago.
No, you said that.
Yeah.
You got a good deal on it.
I did. Yeah. The store we shop at is Comics the Game.
You said it?
In Florence, Kentucky.
You said their name?
I said their name.
You said you weren't going to say it until I gave us money.
Yeah, he gave me money. I gave him toys. Pretty sure it's already gone, too.
I just saw him.
Crazy part.
Like a couple hours ago.
Yeah, I forgot to check last time I was there on the action figure side. But I'm pretty sure it's already gone unless he just kept it himself.
Possibly.
Yeah. Or maybe he's selling it on eBay.
Yeah. He does have an eBay page.
He does. Mm-hmm. Sure.
Yeah, I was just there at that comic book store, and going on Tuesday night, that's when we record. It's their Yu-Gi-Oh tournament, and I just feel like
it was crazy. Yeah, I go on Wednesdays usually about midday. Sometimes I'll go right when they open, but it does get a little crazy. Sometimes I don't want to talk to people. I just want to get my books and leave.
Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, I went on Wednesday. like I normally do, and there was like people playing, I don't know what game, but either Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh! At times because they usually don't play on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
I know they do Tuesdays and Thursdays. I wish he did more board games. He used to do HeroClix. Every now and then I see people, but I got into HeroClix not too long ago. But I've had like a few friends will play, but they don't really care that much. So like, they just pick characters for me, like, or they just are like, well, this one looks cool, let's do that. I'm like, okay,
He
it's
does.
not really good strategy, but sure. I like to play as I guess they're referred to as the Howling Commandos now. But all the monsters like Frankenstein, Dracula, and stuff. Zumbe.
Do you have Galactus? HeroClix?
I do not.
What?
I had an opportunity to get it at that stupid flea market that had the Where's Winda doll.
Oh yeah.
But I passed on it just because by that point I realized nobody was really going to play with me, so there was no point in getting like the giant ones. So yeah, I've got a few of them. Subject we were on was toys.
Toys.
Yeah, so passed on that.
Yeah.
Pretty cool though.
There's a Marvel Select Hulkbuster that just came out. This looks sweet. It's comic Hulkbuster. I might buy that because it's in the same scale.
Ant-Man movie is getting a Select.
Yeah. The whole Ant-Man wave should be coming out soon. And the build-a-figure, like I was saying earlier, is Ultron. And then the wave after that is the movie Hulkbuster one.
Nice.
I'm stoked for it.
Yeah, you already got the top.
I do.
Completely different style, but it'll work.
It'll all work. I'm gonna have my Hulkbuster party.
Sure.
Hulkbuster party.
The Funko Pops. I don't think they probably will have con exclusives. They like to do something special.
Well, there's so many
those,
con exclusives with those.
Have the normal ones too, but they're doing a lot of the wacky racers. Like, not a lot. They're doing Dastardly and what?
I remember that show.
They're cool. Yeah, I don't have any Funko Pops. There's been a few the Sharknado one I saw the other day. That's probably the funniest Funko Pop I've seen. That was the one that made me be like, let's see how many I would actually want. And it was surprisingly too many that I would want. Usually they're like the super expensive ones too. But they are really neat, they're so adverse too.
Yeah, if you were somebody that likes like when I was younger, I liked all my toys to be the same size. I didn't care if they were the same universe, but I just wanted them all the same size. If you only collect Funko Pops and you play with them as a kid, you could have like anybody you want.
That's true. Not gonna really look like them, but oh yeah, he's the Twisty from American Horror Story freak show. He's got a normal one, but someone's doing a special for the con. I guess we glow in the dark or something. That's usually what they are. Man, he looks creepy as crap. Like to the point I don't even want it. Like it doesn't. I don't think it's a good representation of Twisty, anyways. But
yeah, I've got quite a few Funko Pops
creepy.
Now. Maybe about 20. I keep getting them in the subscription boxes.
Yeah, that's like one of the things with the subscription box I'm kind of hesitant on because I think that would kick me over the ledge. Not that I have room for them right now, anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me pull it up. Wanted Funko Pop. Oh.
I pre-ordered all these Doctor Who ones.
86.
86. That's how much
on this list that I have that I wanted, but I don't think it's a complete list either. I know it's not because it's missing some numbers. Unless they just hold off on some numbers because they know they're coming, but they haven't released them yet. But yeah, Doctor Who.
Yeah, I pre-ordered the Doctor Who ones were supposed to come out last Tuesday, but then Amazon emailed me saying,
"Oh, is it the like 10, 11, 12, and 4?"
Yeah, I pre-ordered 11, 10, 11, 12. What was that?
Eggs.
Oh yeah,
Strolls. I really want them.
Box Strolls. But then they emailed me the day before saying it was going to be another month. But same sort of thing happened, but I'm a lot more angry about the thing that I was supposed to get today, which by the time you hear this, it's already been out a few days. Batman Arkham Knight, that game.
Yeah.
I've played.
Yeah, they've been putting a lot of press for that we didn't talk about at all.
Yeah. Something big happened last week, too. So, okay, back in September, October, that's when they did pre-orders, and I missed out on the Super Mega Batmobile that can turn into a tank. And
Yeah.
the guy that works at the GameStop next to us, David or whoever, I forget his name. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He just always made fun of me how I missed out on pre-ordering it. So I pre-ordered the second tiered one right then and there. But I was still bummed. Well, less than a week before the game comes out, Warner Brothers released a statement that the Super Mega Tank isn't coming out for anybody. There's a defect, so if you pre-order it, you're not getting it.
That's the ultimate revenge. Right
Yeah, I know. I want to go to the game and go, ha! You're not getting it either. No one is.
That's awesome.
But I
for you.
was supposed to get the game today, but about a month ago, in my my cart or not cart, my orders, it changed from saying June 23rd to delivered. Like, what? What do you mean delivered? Here we are, a month out. The game has not been delivered. I called them and they tried to tell me that they were out of them, that I didn't pre-order. Like, no, I pre-ordered it. And she's like, I'm so sorry. It was. I shouldn't make fun of people. Okay, it wasn't.
Pitchforks.
Pitchforks. She was definitely not of this country, but it doesn't matter. I would have been angry regardless. Regardless of race, I would have been angry. But she tried to tell me that I never pre-ordered. Like, it says right here. We got in this long argument for about a half hour, and they ended up giving me 10% off. But they told me that I wouldn't get the game for at least a couple weeks. But then that was all for nothing. Because even though it's a day late, I'm still getting it. I'm going to get it tomorrow on Wednesday. Plus the 10% off.
Nice.
But ultimately, the joke's on them because I work so much that even if I would have got it today, I wouldn't have got to play it.
Yeah.
I would have brought it here to show you.
Isn't that awesome when Amazon messes up and it doesn't affect you at all, but you're like, I can't believe this. They give it to you for free.
Well, my brother, over Christmas, they messed up. He was supposed to get his orders, and they missed it. And so he said that he ruined Christmas to him. Like, you ruined Christmas. Yeah. And they gave him $50.
That's awesome.
And he got all the gifts in time for Christmas.
Yeah. I ordered a solo board game called Friday. Mm-hmm. And it was like it was Prime, so it was supposed to be 2 days, and it was like a good week. And I was like, so I wrote them, I was like, hey, I don't know what's going on. I wanted 2 day shipping. That's the whole reason I got it, blah, blah, blah. And then I wanted them to know that I wasn't like too mad, but still wanted it, So I was like, just because the game's called Friday doesn't mean you can deliver it on another day. But yeah, they sent me another one for free, and they were like, if it shows up, so they said it got lost in the mail. Like, if it shows up, just send it back. So I was like, if it shows up, I'm keeping both. Like, yeah. It's your fault, not mine. But it never showed up, so I don't know what happened to it.
The kicker, too, with my story is she tried to tell me that at Amazon, the game comes out on the 23rd, Tuesday. Like, well, at Amazon, we don't ship them because we don't get them till the 23rd. I'm like, hold up. Backstory to myself, I worked for Amazon. I don't work there now, but I worked at Amazon for 5.5 years. I'm like, no, I know how the warehouses work. They've had that game for at least 2 weeks. Week or two. They've had that game. And she had nothing to say after that. Like, I know what's behind the curtain, lady. You've had that game in your warehouses for weeks.
Yeah. That's awesome. You can throw it in their face.
So then I'm going to get it tomorrow. Plus 10% off. So
that's pretty cool. Well, since we're talking about it already, what'd you get? We got 2 weeks worth of getting stuff.
We did. Okay. So
got your subscription boxes.
Yeah, I got some Blu-rays today.
What? Yeah, Blu-rays.
Yeah, I got a Criterion collection of The Fisher King. Love that movie. And Big Trouble in Little Chinatown. It was only $4. I'm like, of course I'm gonna buy this.
That's awesome.
So I came straight from moving. All I do is move. So
all I do is move.
So LootCreate came. This month's theme was cyber. So the items in it were a T-shirt of Optimus Prime, but it's in the style of Tron. So he's kind of pointing up with the sword. had a Borderlands mouse pad, giant mouse pad character, the assassin one. I had the game, but no, I won't get into it. My ex took all the video games, so I never got to play it. But I did have a brand new version. I'm still gonna play it. I'll get the HD collection. Kind of a computer chip pencil bag. 2 Terminator things. This was really cool. It's this computer chip thing. I don't remember it. I think it's been a while since I used Terminator, so I can't remember how relevant it is. But it looks like a computer chip and it's a keychain. That's cool. But the really cool thing is the T800 endoskeleton skull, half scale. So it's decent sized, but it's just a little statue of that. That's really cool. That's going on my desk. Came with some stickers, an owl patch. I don't know what the owl's from, so I'll have to look into that. And then 2 Cylons from Battlestar Galactica targets. Don't own any guns, but I'll get a Nerf gun and shoot at it. And that was LootCreate. I didn't assemble the box. Apparently the box turns into something. I haven't had much time. Oh, the exclusive Terminator Genesis brain chip. That's why I've never seen it, because it's in Genesis. Trying to see if it turns into anything. But yeah, pretty cool box. I was very pleased. Sometimes I'm not pleased. And then I also got NerdBlock. Now NerdBlock's theme was British invasion. I like British things. We were just talking about British accents earlier. Dang, I'm having a hard time finding pictures, so I'm going to have to do this off my brain. In it was a Titan vinyl figure of, I got the 10th Doctor, exclusive. He's wearing a blue suit. They're not quite Funko Pop size. They're a little smaller. They're stylized a little bit differently. But anything Doctor Who related, I'm down for. And it came with 2 Mr. Bean items. This little, like, bendy Mr. Bean guy. I remember the Mr. Bean when I was a kid. But I didn't really get into it because I was a kid. And then his little teddy bear that he had. Also, remember it from being a kid. But I don't know. I never watched, like, as an adult.
That's why I don't get subscription boxes.
My dad liked. I'm gonna keep. My dad really liked Mr. Bean, so he would get a kick out of it. Then the T-shirt was from Sherlock Holmes, the BBC show, which I haven't seen. It's been on my Netflix queue for like 4 years. You know why?
That's a good show, man.
Is it?
Yeah.
So the shirt looks like some kind of floral print to it, but then it has the word bored with a smiley face. So since I've never seen it, doesn't ring a bell. Then Monty Python kind of word magnets, so you can put sentences on your fridge, goofy ones. And then Doctor Who print. I got the 10th. No, I got the 12th Doctor. I don't remember. It was Matt Smith's Doctor or the newest Doctor, because they have the same sonic screwdriver as the green one. But then some Doctor Who baddies. So that was the normal NerdBlock. It's a decent one. Not so into all the items, so it's kind of a miss for me. But I like the Doctor Who statue. But I would say out of the 2, LootCreate wins this month.
Boom. Spoken.
So I'll be getting some more still. I've got
Marvel.
I got the Marvel subscription box. This theme's Ant-Man. Got a horror block.
Man, what if you get the matchbook Ant-Man in there?
Oh my goodness. That could happen. It's an exclusive. Oh my goodness. We will find out. I will bring that box here.
I will be buying them for my. That's pretty cool.
So yeah, I think that's about it. Like I said, got the movies, got the Jurassic Park thing. Tomorrow I'll get the Batman game.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
I
was eyeballing this. Describe it to the listeners.
Oh yeah.
This is cool.
My wife is awesome.
It's cool, everybody.
We hit 1 year.
1 year of what?
Marriage.
You married?
We already did that today.
Oh, I already did that bit. Okay.
Yeah. Jeez, man. Come on. You were there. No. It's been a while since we hit 1 year now, but it was a present. It's Cult Movies poster collection.
Yeah.
And they're 12 by 16 posters. Pretty cool. But yeah, it's probably one of the coolest things she's ever gotten me. But it's got the Time Machine from 1960. The Day the Earth Stood Still is the one I'm really excited about from 1951. It's one of my favorite movies. The Fly, of course, Flash Gordon, Frankenstein, Dracula.
Dude, these are so awesome.
Yeah, they're super cool. I don't know where I'm gonna put them quite yet.
Are you gonna frame each of these?
Well, I'm definitely framing Day of the Earth Stood Still, Time Machine, probably Flash Gordon.
All these.
The Frankenstein and Dracula one, I guess depends how big that Black Lagoon poster thing is.
It's smaller than that.
Is it? Yeah, because I've got a full size movie poster with Black Lagoon. That's my favorite Universal monster. Signed by the creature, actually.
That's awesome.
So
they have a Black Lagoon Funko Pop.
I know they
creature
do. I know. I saw it. I want it.
You should give that Frankenstein one to your friend.
Marty?
Yeah.
Well, funny. I thought you were gonna mean you.
No. Well, I mean,
no.
that totally fits my style in the refrigerator. But that's yours.
One year when I was in C2E2, Chicago Comic and Entertainment Expo, there was a giant movie poster booth I was flipping through, and I found a German Frankenstein movie poster, so I got him that for his birthday.
That's awesome.
His birthday's always right around C2E2.
The reason I said your friend, I didn't know we were going to say his name. No, Marty's my friend too. I like him. He's cool.
You said earlier.
No, well, he's definitely more of your friend, but I like Marty.
I say all my friends' names.
Oh, well, okay. But we don't really say last names. We kind of have to for this story.
He doesn't have Facebook, so it's fine.
Oh, yeah, his last name
he does, but it's not Marty Frankenstein.
His last name is Frankenstein. That's why you should give him that.
I thought you meant my friend Dracula.
Oh yeah,
funny.
The bloodsucker guy.
I'm trying to remember what size that Frankenstein poster was. He's probably would be the same size. It would be funny giving me Dracula.
I'm telling you, Michaels was having a sale on the frames.
I buy Walmart frames. They're like $4.
But
I like the push out ones, like these, you know.
Yeah.
Because they don't have frames. You just push the glass out the front and kind of hold it in. But if they fall, they shatter pretty easily. That's the only bad part.
The Michaels one, it's not real glass, so if they fall, like it's not cheap. It doesn't look fake, but if they fall, it doesn't really do anything.
That's cool.
I like the Michaels one, but yeah, they're about $20. Yeah.
I got I kickstarted a game.
Oh yeah.
Finally got it. Dead Man's Draw. It's really cool.
Oh, board game.
It's a card game.
But
later about something else. About a card game that we're both interested in. But it's a pirate themed game, but you have suits that are 2 to 7 value, and then sword steals cards from other people, stuff like that. It's a pretty fun game. There's an app for it also.
There's an app for that.
Got more bags and boards. That's always exciting.
I need those.
I'm out. It's exciting, but then it's depressing because Amazon tracks when you bought it last. So it's like, man, I went through this many since January already. Jeez. But yeah, other than that, just comics.
Comics, man.
I wasn't going to talk about Inferno #2, part of the Secret Wars. Not that it wasn't good or anything, but it was Inferno. But I remembered there's a baby version of Cable in it, which is pretty funny.
A Fable?
Yep. She's like, this is my son Nathan. He's like, my name's Cable. It's pretty funny. But no, shocker to everyone's ears, including yours, I'm sure. Picked up Martian Manhunter #1.
What?
From the DC camp.
That's DC.
See, the reason I picked it up is, and this is just further putting in why I don't like DC. They put out this image that was like supposed to be the new appearance of Martian Manhunter, and he looks super cool, very reptilian, which apparently was the variant cover for #1, but he didn't look like that at all in the issue. So that was very disappointing. I'm going to pick up #2, at least do the first arc and see how I like it. Turns into a dragon, which I didn't know he could do that, but he said he could before.
Yeah, I watched the Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. He turns into a dragon sometimes.
See, I watched them. I don't remember it, so maybe I'll have to rewatch them. But yeah, I mean, it was a good little story. It's somebody who was mocking him. I don't think we know who it was. Maybe people who know the war do. But he was like, "Come on, John. You're not supposed to be a hero. You're supposed to be a weapon." John Jones. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I knew his name was John Jones for some reason, but when I saw it in text, because it's on Alien, so it's got apostrophes, I was like,
John
John
Bones Jones.
John Jones.
That's
That's
an
his
MMA
name.
fighter name too.
Mantle 2 came out last week. Well, 2 weeks ago, I guess.
How's that book? Is that from the guy that hates me?
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Artist Brian Level, along with Jordan Boyd, who's worked on Marvel's Ant-Man, along with some other Marvel stuff, I believe.
Ant-Man, eh?
And Ed Breeson's the writer. It's still a cool little story. Got a little bit more background on some stuff, you know. It's a book to pick up. I mean, it's a superhero book, but it's definitely different than what the other guys are putting out. So, not just because he's my friend, still pick it up. You know, if you've read issue 1 by now, you know the crazy twist that happened, so you get a little bit more aftermath of the guy's head getting punched in and stuff. But yeah, I think it's gonna take a couple issues to kind of get the full like, oh, this is what this book's about. But it's definitely something that should get a chance to read if you should take it.
Yeah, you should get it because he hates me.
Last Days of Magneto, Secret Wars tie-in. This is all happening before the incursion. Basically, Magneto's trying to stop it from happening, and he's doing some crazy stuff. Sugar Man's in it. So it's fun to see Sugar Man. Last time we're gonna see Sugar Man. Go ahead and spoil that one for you. But yeah, super cool. I mean, I love this storyline. Trying to convince my wife to name a kid after one of the characters in the book. I don't think it's gonna work.
No.
Yeah, I love. I mean, this has got to be one of the best from issue 1 to currently on 19 stories I read.
Huh.
I mean,
I heard good things about it.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. Every second of it I've loved. Runaways, which is major Secret Wars tie-in.
Yeah, we haven't heard much about the Runaways in a while.
Not major, but it takes place after that.
Oh.
Yeah, basically this concept is Doom has a school for teenagers. He's trying to find like the next group, you know. The only thing I don't like about it is Molly, who's been a long time runaway character. Yeah. She's drawn so weird in this. Like, I'll pull it up to show you.
Doom bless.
Listeners, you'll have to find out for yourself by going to your local shop and picking it up.
Or Comixology.
I was trying to support local businesses. But yeah, like,
she looks like a cartoon.
She looks so derpy.
Yeah, everyone else looks somewhat normal. Why is she so...
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Cloak and Dagger kind of look the same style, but it's just like, it's like that character was drawn by somebody else completely, it seems like. But yeah, it's cool. It's got Jubilee in it.
Never heard of her.
Pixie.
Nope.
Amadeus Child's in there. Cloak and Dagger, like I said. Scar's in there, although it's not the Scar we know and love, I'm sure. Jubilee runs a women's gang called the Night Witches.
Saw that coming.
Pretty cool. There's like a female Ice Man, I think. I think it's been established before, but in stuff I don't read.
Ice Woman?
No, it's in codenames Frostbite. I think she was probably in, she's either a Runaway or was in Avengers Academy. Sana Durano.
I don't remember her from Avengers Academy.
Frostbite. Yeah.
No,
I don't recognize the character at all. But yeah, it was a fun little story. You get a nice little twist at the end, but yeah, the drawing of just that one character being, I think it's just because it is so far off of everyone else, it's just throwing me. But yeah, no offense to the artist, but I mean, even here, like, she looks a little bit normal, but then the next panel, she's like back at like looking crazy.
It would be better if everyone was in that same style. Like, it's a little bit stylized,
yeah.
But she's completely different. That is weird.
Yeah, which she's supposed to be younger than the rest of them, so maybe that's just the way they do it. Kind of like the whole Hope Summers thing, where some people draw her as like a 12-year-old girl, and other people draw her as a 26-year-old girl.
Yeah.
There's a nice little twist of who's actually in charge of the school at the
end.
Yeah, so it'll be fun for you to pick up and read.
What if I don't know how to read?
Well, you can still look at pictures.
Cool, that's why comics are awesome.
Old Man Logan 2 came out. Surprised you didn't read it.
Well, okay.
You bought it.
I bought it
an hour ago.
An hour ago, yeah. I haven't been in conference for 2 weeks, so.
It's a little confusing.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a read. You can talk about it.
Well, we last left Old Man Logan.
Yeah.
He was climbing the wall. He gets to the top of it immediately. He's confronted by a Thor. I won't say which Thor.
Nice.
Not that I think we knew her before here. I think it's a she. I don't know, but
yeah, long hair.
throws lightning at him. He falls somewhere, and at first you think he falls back into his world. Sabretooth shows up, and some other characters show up, and you realize where he is.
Oh boy!
I realized it right away because I know the lore of it. But by the end of it, you'll realize what world he is in, whether he's in his own or someone else's.
Dang! Straight away they leave his world. It's crazy.
But yeah, it's a trip for him. It definitely gets his mind worked over. But yeah, it was fun. It's gonna be interesting to see how it ties in with everything else. And then jumped back into the DC camp. Picked up Prez. Not impressed with it, I gotta say. I'm gonna keep reading at least the next 2 or 3. But the thing I don't like about it is, which I guess the whole 52, they got rid of anything before that didn't happen, right?
Essentially, it kind of did, it kind of didn't, but yeah, after Flashpoint, they sort of.
So it makes no sense, but basic concept of Prez is the first teen president. They did a very similar storyline back in the 60s, I believe, which was a male teenager. At that point, now it's a female.
Never gonna happen.
But basically, several years in the future, I think it's like 36 or something like that, and Twitter and stuff still huge, things like that. But to make voting a better turnout, you can vote on Twitter instead. The artwork is pretty good. It's a nice style.
That does look cool.
Yeah, it's like a little cartoony, but not too bad. There's this like funny part where this lady's interviewing the good, who's probably gonna end up being bad guy, and then this other guy, and like by them just has like thumbs up or thumbs down by what percentage they're getting. And the guy just has this ridiculous theory of like to stop hunger and stop doing welfare, they're gonna have the taco drones. To where it can tell if you're actually hungry, and then it'll give you food. And in exchange, you just have to wear a bunch of taco swag.
That's awesome.
But then, like, instead of doing interviews like this day and age, where they're doing with like serious people, they're doing with like a guy who has a YouTube channel that wears a pig mask and spanks people and stuff like that. And it's like, well, he's got 6 million followers. We need this interview, you know? It's just funny stuff like that. But basically, Anonymous hacked into the system and is encouraging people to vote for this teenage girl who had a video go viral of her like lighting her hair on fire and deep fryer thing.
So you're saying it's a commentary, or a satire on modern day.
Pretty much, yeah. There's this part where it's like a game show to win $1 billion, and like you have to do a bunch of different crazy tasks, and like climb over an alligator pit and stuff, and then the last thing is like there's just a gun and a loaf of bread. And they're like, it's like, what's the loaf of bread for? It's like, oh well, it stops the gunpowder from burning you when you have to shoot yourself. So you have to shoot yourself somewhere other than like the hand or the foot to get the money. And the guy does it. The kid does it.
I shoot myself, I guess, in the arm or leg.
He shot himself in the knee. It looks like
the knee. That's the worst place you could shoot yourself.
Or maybe he did do it like upper.
Yeah, you want to shoot the fatty part of your leg. I mean, it's gonna suck. You may not walk right ever again, but I think you can.
Yeah, our main character was supposed to try next, but they're like, "Oh wow, we didn't actually think somebody would win. Sorry, go home." But yeah, so they start this campaign to have her run for president, and she ends up winning. I think we find out at the end. There's this funny part where like to stay anonymous, it's like a big corporate. People, like, they don't call it Walmart, but one's obviously representing Walmart, one's representing, like, pharmaceuticals and tobacco and stuff. But yeah, it's definitely a satire. I don't remember. Hey, there's your video game.
I'll play that. I'll get that tomorrow, and I'm gonna probably not play it.
Yeah, well, I guess we know, as a reader, we know she wins. I don't think we got to it in the storyline yet, though, so.
Huh. Surprised you
I
picked
like
that up. That
satires.
sounds cool.
Well, I went into it. I was gonna pick it up. I
Yeah.
saw it in the previews. And I was like, hey, it's a short run. I think it's only gonna be like 8 issues or something. So
Yeah.
like, $3. I'll give it a try. Maybe help me get into the DC camp for you listeners out there. Then when I went to pick it up, there was a call him a customer. He was there, and
that guy.
he was trying to talk somebody else into buying it, and it almost turned me off for buying it. So I was just like, I just don't like the guy's commentary and stuff. What is that? Dracula, Daffy Duck.
It's Howard the Duck Dracula, I'm guessing.
It's weird. I did not pick that up. Battle World 2.
Yeah, even though I didn't read it, I can
flip through it.
I can name the stuff I did get. Yeah, Battle World 2, Old Man Logan 2, Spider-Gwen 5, Silk 5, Batman 41 with the new
Iron Man
Batman with the new Batman. I think I already spoiled it. By this point, I think
Iron Batman.
It's
I'll spoil it. It's
Jim Gordon.
From the Gotham TV show.
I flipped through it really fast. He wears a suit underneath the Iron Batman suit that I think I like better. It's kind of a slimmed down black and yellow suit.
Yeah.
I think I like it better. I don't know. I haven't read it yet, so I'm going to have to get into the new suit.
Yeah.
Much more streamlined.
I like it.
Yeah. But anyways, Scott Snyder.
Kind of like his underwear.
Capullo. Doing a monumental run.
From Orange is the New Black.
Yeah. Forget his first name, man. You put me on the spot.
Speaking of DC, I read a little bit of the Converges.
Yeah.
On Wikipedia.
On the Wikipedias.
I couldn't, they wouldn't let me read them in the store, so, which I understand completely. But, yeah, for someone who's not immersed in the world, I was like, oh, so it's Secret Wars. But, obviously, this got started before Secret Wars. And then even the old Secret Wars and Infinity Earth or Infinite Crisis, whichever one came first. I think back then people were just like, this is the same story. So,
it's Greg.
Yeah, it's funny.
His name is Greg. Greg Capullo. Yeah, but
Orange is the New Black.
Yeah, the Convergence, we were talking off mic, but it was basically DC's move. They moved from New York to LA or California. So for 2 months, they kind of shut things down, just had the one book really go, just kind of short stories. So that explained a lot when I found that out. Oh, okay. But yeah, it's very similar to what's going on in Secret Wars. Worlds are condensing, but we won't go into it.
Yeah, I'm a few behind on Batgirl, but I've got that coming out tomorrow, so I need to get caught up and then see what her world's like. Because I think it's like tagline like from Burnside to Beyond or something. Or the world they used to live in. Called.
What?
I don't know.
I don't know nothing.
I don't know. Wherever Batgirl used to live. Starts with a B.
Oh, yeah, she was in Gotham and she went to a new place.
Yeah, where she took selfies and stuff.
It happens.
My thumbs aren't working.
Alright, man, is it time for the trivia?
I guess so.
What else were you going to look up?
Well, anything you're excited to pick up this week? Well, you did your game tomorrow, so.
I haven't looked up what comes out, but I'm definitely looking for Secret Wars 4. That would be cool.
I don't think it comes out.
What the? French toast?
No, I didn't see it, at least.
Okay.
It seems like it's overdue.
Yeah.
But.
Okay, well.
Maybe they're focusing on some of the time.
Maybe the next Spider-Man book. Yeah.
No Spider-Man book either.
Wow.
Sorry. I don't know about that one for sure.
Oh, very light week next week then.
Yeah, the week we missed, I only had Mantle and Inferno. It's kind of weird. It's been a while since I've had that. Well.
Yeah, 2 weeks I was expecting like a lot of money. It really wasn't.
I've got X-Men 92. Finally comes out in print. I almost broke down and bought it digitally, so I'm glad I held off on that one. I'm looking for Secret Wars. Infinity Gauntlet. I didn't talk about when I picked up number 1. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it or not, but pretty good story. It's one of the different parts of Doomstead, or Battleworld, I guess. But it's like basically everyone's really poor and dead because Thanos beat everyone up. It seems like the Novas are presumably dead, but then they come back at the end. Spoilers. Yeah, there's Secret Wars.
Boo!
I don't know. But yeah, it seems like it's gonna be pretty cool. It's a new Nova for us, at least for me. I don't recognize this Nova before. It's female. And then, like I said, Batgirl comes out 41. It looks like it's gonna be Iron Bat, 100 and down.
That's crazy because it's her dad.
Yeah, I wonder if they know.
I don't know.
That'd be a fun read.
I'll have to read that.
That will be a fun read. I promise you that. Okay. When you get out the trivia box, I will do the plugin. Great at this whole plugin thing. Okay, so we got our Instagram, Frankly Done Network, Twitter at The Frankly Done, of course our website, well, Facebook first, facebook.com/Frankly Done Network, and of course our home on the web, franklydone.com, where you can read all kinds of movie reviews. Eventually we'll get around to writing some comic reviews. I know we've promised in heaven to build, but you can find out what's going on with us there. And for even more comics, more comics, go somewhere else. We're tired of it. We quit. For more movies, head over to The Real Movie, blog.blogspot.com, and read everything Ben's writing about. I assure you, you won't be disappointed. And Frankie, any idea where we were at as far as points? I think we're at 5 to 6.
Yeah, whatever we're at, I'm just up 1.
I'm pretty sure it's 5 to 6.
Okay.
Do I go first? Man, that's why we can't take weeks off. I don't remember.
Doesn't matter who goes first. We're doing a double one this week because I was stupid and grabbed both of them.
That's true. It's all your fault.
Yep. Okay, you want to go or are you looking up something?
I'm seeing our score, so
it's like 5 to 6 or 7 to
it's important because
6.
that 1 week I shortened myself,
Yeah.
and I'm never doing that again. You rat fink.
Rat fink. So, Marvel Comics trivia.
We were 6. Okay, yeah, okay. Last podcast we both got it wrong.
Yeah.
All of them. So we're still at 5 to 6.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 1. What Marvel superhero uses the powerful amulet, the Eye of Agamotto?
Dr. Stephen Strange.
Yes.
Professionally. Also, magic. And Boy.
And Brother
To
Voodoo.
name a few.
Yeah, what if you
love Brother Voodoo.
Yeah, if you would have said Brother Voodoo, I would have to give that to you. But you didn't say it.
I love Brother Voodoo. It's awesome. When Boy used it, that was great. Dr. Ted Salas is also known as what bizarre creature that was created in the Florida Everglades?
Oh, Man-Thing.
One of my favorites also.
Man-Thing. Okay. This is easy. What does the name Asgardians give to the events that will lead to the end of the world?
Ragnarok.
What?
Ragnarok.
Yeah. Is that close enough? Okay.
If you get this wrong,
Oh no. I know.
I'm taking every comic book you own and every toy you own. Okay?
No.
That's on the stakes here. Your entire sanctuary
No,
will be mine if you get this
I
question
don't like
wrong.
these stakes.
Who became the second version of the Ant-Man by stealing the technology from Dr. Henry Pym?
Scott Lang.
Correct.
But really, that you base everything on that though? I'm not a giant Ant-Man fan. But all we've been talking
Everything you look at on the internet.
That's true. Okay. What company first proposed the design of the SHIELD helicarrier? There's not a multiple choice.
I'm guessing it's not S.H.I.E.L.D. And
Nope. Stark Industries.
Gosh. It's like the only company in the Marvel
Yeah.
universe. That was stupid on my part.
Well, it's a hard one.
True or false? Maria Hill was the first woman to serve as executive director of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I'm gonna go true.
False.
False. Who was it?
Sharon Carter served as executive director before her.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There we go. Now I don't feel bad about the Tony Stark one.
You knew that?
No, I would have said false, but I wouldn't have been able to tell you who, because I don't think she would have been the first.
Yeah, I just didn't know before her. Sharon Carter, I mean, that makes sense. Okay. Who is not a member of the Warriors 3? What?
Just read your next question.
Who is not a member of the Warriors 3? Fandral, Heimdall, or Volstagg?
Who was the second one?
Heimdall. Fandral, Heimdall, or Volstagg?
I'm going to say second one. He's the gatekeeper, right?
Yes, that is correct. Heimdall.
Oh man, I thought you were correct. He is the gatekeeper, but he was also a Warrior 3. What color is the hood that Captain America's enemy Baron Zemo wears on his face?
It's purple.
Yes, it is.
Did we just stalemate again?
Well, I mean, technically,
yes,
yeah. So, 8 to 9. I will never get ahead. I'm going to look at that 8 to 9 tomorrow and think it's just like a time I wrote down.
Okay. Well, thank you for listening to our podcast.
Yeah. Write us in. I've got, frankly.done@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Probably the easiest way to get a hold of us. Got all the celebrities tweeting us and stuff.
Yeah, it gets annoying.
It gets lost in there.
But yeah, if you send us an email, we'll read it.
Send us questions. I mean, like we stated before, I didn't mean to harsh anyone's vibe there. I mean, send us questions. It's always fun. Test our trivia. So maybe you'll get us something we don't know. Maybe we'll actually admit that we don't know it.
I admit stuff all the time.
And we'll learn. You can learn from us. We'll learn from you. But yeah, send us some trivia questions. This box won't last us forever, so it'll be fun.
Well, anyways, I've been Frankie.
I've been Daniel.
Insert catchphrase.
I'll probably insert something else also.
That's what she said.
No. No, I'm not going to.